All y'all people out there, stand up. Because I'm about to get to the grease. That's right. We about to get to that grease. You know that kind of grease that's sticky? All on your hands, on your skin. You're breaking out in bumps. We talking about some getting greasy. Yeah, real greasy. Some of that S curl, that carefree curl grease. Greasy scalp. It's time to get greasy. Brian greasy, Bob greasy. We gonna get greasy now. Yeah, Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs' legal team has filed for another mistrial. And this time, it's super rock solid. So now we gonna see what they bring to the table on Monday. Monday gonna look real interesting now. Did you think we was through? You were wrong. Did you think that person, once they testified on the stand and they cross-examined them, that was the end of it, prosecution? Did you really think that was the end? When she was exposed for her multiple lies. She told on the stand, you as the prosecution, your job is to know. And when you don't know, you put the whole trial in jeopardy. This case in jeopardy, baby. Woo! Yes. Hit the like button coming through the door. They trying with the sabotage right now. They hitting the buttons. They doing everything. They want it to stop. Y'all want the bleeding of y'all case to stop. Because this the last time you're going to see 5 white women hold a case like this ever again. Oh, y'all blew it. Y'all blew it bad. Oh, and they mad. They big mad. Everybody mad. Big mad. Now, people have tried to be nice around here. People have tried to be civil. They have said things that were pretty much on the level. They tried to warn people about activities, but y'all wouldn't listen. Now, they filed for the last one due to the destruction of fingerprints and the Molotov cocktail bottle allegedly sent to destroy Kid Cudi's car. They argued that the fingerprints were destroyed were meant to prejudice the jury. The judge denied that because that was pretty thin. You know, that's not even close to a 50-50. But I'm just saying that the stuff that they came up there with, they have been trying to prejudice this jury throughout, talking about the dogs in therapy because he got locked in a bathroom for a day. Wasn't even a whole day, just for a few hours. The dog was in trauma. I'm like, really? Stop. Yeah, problems are coming more and more frequent than ever before. Did you ever seen problems exist at this level this fast? Their case was falling apart. Once you put a liar on your stand, it weakens your whole case. Let's go to the OJ situation. When they put Mark Furman on the stand, it destroyed every testimony from everybody else that ever testified. Everybody thought that was a clear-cut case. I challenge anybody. Go watch that case again. Go watch that OJ case again. You know what you're going to find? You know what you're going to find? Hit that like button up too, y'all. I know y'all just got here. I see your super chat, bro. He says, say no. And that's from the Diddy man. We one stop closer to being together. Yeah. This time they should get it. But it's like, I challenge anybody to go back and watch that OJ trial, though. Because you're going to find out something that you never knew. All these witnesses and experts that they supposedly had, the defense was knocking them out the park. All their evidence was getting knocked right out of the park. So it wasn't just Mark Furman. That whole case was flawed because they thought they had an open shut case. They thought they were just going to get a plea deal. They thought they had this all wrapped up. So they was dating each other. The two prosecutors, they dating each other during the trial. But once you put somebody on the stand that compromises the entire case, now it undoes Cassie's story, your main star witness, who they tried to downplay because she said some things that was totally in line with the defense and weakened the whole case. They tried to put her, oh no, we even skipped Cassie. She ain't even the main one. They got other witnesses. That's what Diddy need to worry about. Them other witnesses. The other witnesses you don't know and ain't heard of, so Diddy need to be worried about them, but not the star witness. So the star witness is not the person they need to be worried about. Okay. The reason that everybody's here is this videotape, which links that without the videotape, there is no charges. But okay. We're just going to accept that. You see the type of dilemma you're dealing with now? OJ got off because of reasonable doubt. Is there reasonable doubt to think that he didn't do it? Yes. There's a lot of reasonable doubt. So with all that reasonable doubt, you cannot convict somebody for that type of crime. Now let's get to this case. In this case, this person named Briana went on a stand and actually implicated herself in telling a different story. Now, her story changed. Then she starts saying what she don't remember. When you keep saying, oh, I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember, that's not helping your case. That's not helping you. Because the prosecutors presenting testimony, they knew or should have known it was false. I said that when the case went down 2 videos ago covering the live stream. That's why they keep trying to shut me down. Because they thinking he's helping the defense. No, you screwing up live in the courtroom. I ain't a lawyer. And I know that what you're doing is you screwing it up. She just perjured herself on the damn stand. I can see that. If you lie on the damn stand, that's called perjury, right? We know that much. I've watched a bunch of law cases to know that. That's common sense. So this Brianna Begolin, right, a friend of Cassie's and a fashion designer who admitted that she went and got drugs and was doing drugs with Diddy, getting drugs for Diddy and Cassie and all these things. And they would pay her money, and she was out there, and her and Cassie hung out, and they did drugs all the time. Basically, their relationship was them doing drugs. She admitted that. Then said that this whole thing was going down. As they said, her testimony she presented is untrue. Cassie testified about the incident and said she actually saw Diddy holding Brianna over the balcony's edge. However, though, from Cassie to Christina Coram, his assistant, that's one of Diddy's personal assistants. You've heard her name in the trial, Christina Coram. They call her the chief of staff. Okay, she indicated she didn't actually see the incident. In her text, she sent to Christina Coram saying, "I just found out some crazy it." So if you just found out some crazy it, and then you go on to talk about some Diddy hung her over a balcony, you didn't see it. You weren't there. So you and her both came up with a story that's completely different in y'all lawsuits. They point to the photos the prosecutors showed of Brianna's injuries. She testified that Diddy dangled her over the edge of the balcony, then put her back onto the balcony and flung her into some furniture. She says she sustained bruises on her leg, her neck, and everything. And prosecutors showing photos, they said that they were taken off the alleged injuries. The photo metadata, because once again, the government tried to say, well, she's not sure of the dates. It could have happened on this date. It could have happened it's around that date. It doesn't have to be accurately on that date, but it happened. Are you sure that it happened? Yes. See? It don't work that way. The photo metadata proved that the photos was taken on September 26th of 2016. So you took the photos while he was out of town. He wasn't there. So you took those photos on the 26th of 2016. So you can't change the date, because that's the date of the photograph. That's why you chose the date. Diddy was already gone. He was there in New York on tour, in Jersey. Cassie was with him. They got receipts. They got the actual, he was there at the event. So how he can't be two places at once. So she got to admit that Diddy didn't cause those injuries to her. Then it means Cassie's lawsuit is in danger, because she lied and saying she saw it. Now let's see if these other dudes are going to start telling the truth around here now. Let's see if these other people start telling the truth now. They not, but you know what it is. But this just lets you know how compromised they are. They doing everything for $1. They got no spine. That's why I only deal with the real. If you can't call this thing down the line, then you lost your credibility to me. You have none. It's all gone. Now, for the Judge Amarim. Now, you can't sit there and be on the fence on this one, because this is clear mistrial. It's clear. Because how hard is it to be the federal government and find out a date where a man is on concert tours. How easy is it to get that information? I'm serious. How easy is that? The tour went from August 25th to August 8th of 2016. I mean, damn. Look at that. Look how quick it was. It took me to pull up the tour dates. The Bad Boy reunion tours. You can go on Wiki Goddamnpedia and see this. She says she got beat up on the 26th, and you can. They were in Austin on the 24th. On the 23rd, 22, he was in DC. He hadn't been in LA damn near this whole tour. Look at this. When did he have time to go to LA? Since they was on the 22nd in Charlotte, he probably could have went home for a day. They went to DC on the 22nd, 23rd they in Philly, 24th they in Boston, 25th they in Newark, the 30th they in Oakland. That's when he back on the West Coast. It's September the 30th. So he probably came back somewhere after that fact. When they came back, they chose the 26th because they saw the tour date said September the 25th, 2016 in Newark. But on the 26th, he was at a charity event in New York because he had 4 days before it was time to do another show on the 1st. I mean, he had 5 days before he did a show on in Oakland on the 30th. And then he go to the West Coast. So they had some days in between. And he was in New York the entire 26th. The day you took the pictures. He had been on the East Coast the entire time. So he couldn't have done that. And when they asked you about it on the stand, you just said, I can't agree with your assessment. My opinion, that woman lied on the stand. And I think everybody knows that she lied on the stand. And now everybody want to try to change the dates. Well, she can't remember all the dates. Well, then you don't. If you can't remember, then how the hell we trust you remember what the hell happened to you? You got selective memory now? So we supposed to believe everything bad she said about Diddy. And all these people admitting all kind of crimes. These people talking about, oh, I did drugs, oh, I did this, oh, I did that. Why are you doing that? Wow. It's just it blows my mind. Hit the like button up, y'all. Because they know what they did. It's been so much perjury. It's so this whole trial is hearsay. Like Don Richards, that was enough right there to get all of this gone. Mm-hmm. I try to tell people constantly, over and over again, like they be like, "What's the big difference?" They'll be sitting here trying to freeze my phone up. Thanks for the super chat. He said, run that money back, casserole. I mean, Cassie Ghost, you know. That's right, Marsha. Run that money back to Diddy. He said, so the cell phone expert lied too. What you mean, cell phone expert? What are you talking about? Leave it to Reek to come up with something crazy. I guess the cell phone expert lied too. I mean, right. She finessed and got 30 million. Okay, cool. You got your money. Let's see what happens. This is called how you blow 30 million in a couple of years. He said, Diddy is not a good man. Who said Diddy was a good man? He ain't on trial to be like, where is he a good man or not? Whether he's a good man or not is not on trial. Racketeering and trafficking, those are the charges. And neither one is on the docket right now. We not seeing any of it. She finessed $30 million. She got 10 from the hotel. She got 20 from Diddy. Hell no, Diddy. I mean, I don't know if he's a good man. I know his personal behaviors of like his sexual appetite thing. That's disgusting to me. But it's a lot of activities these people do nowadays is completely disgusting. You got chicks doing stuff that don't make no damn sense. They eating people booty and all. Like, the hell wrong with you? I tell a chick right away, if you thinking like, yeah, you seem like a freak. No, I'm not. After I done seen all this, no way. I'm what you would call the selfish lover. Once I'm done, I'm done. Good night. I'm the selfish lover. He said, like that Nick fan saying, ain't nothing wrong with getting your booty played with. Yes, it is. Especially if you a man that don't like your booty played with. Under no circumstances. It's not how we roll over here as men. Mm-hmm. Well, we putting a poll in the chat right now so you guys can see it. Now, I want that judge to stand up and be a real judge and say, hey, I got to call this down the line. They got a point. The defense has made a very serious case for a mistrial because what she's saying is very true, very damaging to the defendant. And if it's predicated on a lie or untruth, and the prosecution had this knowledge, and if they didn't have it, they damn sure should have known because they're inept at their job. Their client got to suffer for it? Hell no. They don't get away with that. When they've had all these weeks to prepare, all the games that they've been doing, withholding evidence and trying to submit it at the last minute, putting people on flights out of the country so that the defense have no time to interview them. And it's like, this person has to go back home. Sorry, we can't bring her back. This is why you wanted the trial to happen in May, so Cassie could go ahead and be pregnant on the stand. This is why Diddy them said, hey, we should push this trial back because Cassie was having a baby and they don't want to hear no excuses and sympathy for the pregnant woman and all that stuff. We want to knock all that out the trial immediately. Yes, it's called vet. You're supposed to vet the story, vet the evidence, right? No, but they didn't vet. This woman filed a civil suit, and that means she has a lawyer whose job was to vet this. They didn't know. They grabbed this stuff and just threw it out there. Diddy been on the East Coast all this damn time. But they looked at the tour dates and said, okay, well, he was probably back in LA because the tour had 5 days. It was moved to LA, so it happened on the 26th. So Diddy did this on the 26th. Sorry, he was still in New York on the 26th. He was at an event at the same time. This lady, her metadata, took the pictures. They got in court and tried to say, well, the text happened on the 29th with Cassie. Mm-hmm. That's what I say to people, man. So I put it in there. Should Diddy get a mistrial? Right now, it's 63% saying yes, that he will get a mistrial. Hey, in my opinion, this judge has got to step up. The first time around, that was pretty thin. So, okay, you didn't give a mistrial there, but I'm thinking that the testimony should have been thrown out by Don Richards. I think all of that was complete trash, as pretty much the Kid Cudi situation. Kid Cudi trial, his testimony was about absolutely nothing. There's no proof of anything there. He proved that Cassie played the both of them. So if anything, it helped the defense, but he think he hurting Diddy, but he's not. He's making Cassie look like a woman that's making her own decisions. Because if she was so fearful of Diddy, why is she going out dating all these other people? She's dating other football players. She's trying to hook up with Michael B. Jordan. So if Cassie's doing all of these things, is that a woman that fears her man? Believe me, I have seen women that are in fear of their man. They don't even want to move. They're afraid to do anything around him because they know how they man is. So they are afraid to do anything. And you don't even want to be around him because you like, man, I don't even want him to even think. I remember one time I told him too. I was like, oh, that's a nice scar. And I'm like, this dude knew my girl. My girl stayed around the corner. And I was like, yeah. He was like, man, I'm going to get her one of them because she got the blue-green one, the one that y'all saw. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting her one. Then he's like, he's still asking you about that scarf? I'm like, no. I was like, no. I was just, I gave a compliment on the scarf. My buddy was looking like, boy, you are fishing with dynamite. It's like, dude, I'm like, he know my girl stay around the corner. My girl stayed around the corner from him. She stayed around the corner from him. And they was like, he keep her in the house. He don't want her to leave the porch until he come home. It's crazy. But they said that the reason that is because she wasn't no nice, like, oh, she ain't no angel. Man, he used to go to work. She used to creep out. And then after he caught her that one time, boy, that was it. He's like, nah, he on her top. But I didn't know all this. But like I be saying, man, these people know. Somebody says it's always about the money. It ain't always about the money. But then again, it's always about the money. Because everybody in here is broke. These people coming up here testifying, they broke. And he's like, everybody's lying on Diddy. Pretty much. Or they telling stuff that don't know, but everybody talked about already in opening statements. Diddy is not being charged for assault. He's not being charged for domestic violence. So why are we talking about assault and domestic violence? It just don't make any sense. Why would that make sense? You see, that's why I keep telling people that's not the case. So when Diddy gets out of there, and I won't judge some Bronneman, who just, I know what he's doing. What he's trying to do is what most judges do in a high profile case. This is like Judge Ito, when he sit there and had to make a ruling on was he going to disqualify himself from the trial. Because Mark Furman was on the tape talking about him and his wife like a dog. So now it's like, do you recuse yourself from the case? So if he taking, like somebody else got to bring another judge in, he was in a hard situation about admitting that evidence in. Because at the end of the day, the judge is really on the side of the prosecution. Even though they're supposed to be fair, they're not. They work in the county. They with the damn prosecution. So they got to make sure they being fair to the prosecution, or they gonna really make the judge pay. Oh, they know what it is. Don't let them fool you with that. That's their way of playing games with you. Don't let them play those games with you. They know what time it is. Yes, sir. Cash App is Carcino. Like button is free. Make sure y'all hit that like button up. because these people are playing games out here. Exactly. Diddy don't have to make a rap song for y'all to like. What's the last Diddy song you like? Diddy don't care if you like his music or not. All that stuff, Bad Boy, him and Maze. He done took out so many loans off of that damn catalog. No, they never wanted to admit that. No, they never wanted to. They never wanted to admit that people was left no choice but to do certain activities. So when you saw it like come into fruition, oh yeah, man, they ain't gonna stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Why would they? That's what I'm saying. Why would they stop? No, because see, the government, you see what the government does? The government put people in predicaments that they can't get out of. There's a lot of different analysis. Um, yeah, it's a lot of different analysis. Well, when people make up their mind on what's important and what isn't important, then they understand. These women are all telling the same story about Diddy. I wanted to be with you. You don't hear none of these women saying, I didn't want to be with him. Absolutely not. Because, see, that's the problem. Yes, there wasn't enough time for people to go through that process of doing what you just said. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. You can't prove to me somebody is afraid of somebody if they keep going out and dating other people. You can't, that doesn't prove to me somebody is scared. How are they scared if they keep cheating on you and going to hook up with other people? Then running back to you. That's not scared. Those are not the actions of people who are scared when they running around sleeping with everybody. Right. The sex worker, the Punisher, he's been on every network you can think of. He getting paid more for an interview than he did to bang Cassie. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Because see, they don't have any notions. They don't have any what you would say wherewithal about it. Mm-hmm. The first honey was the real one, but as you can see, no one cared, you know. Cassie was able to do whatever she wanted in South Africa. Diddy ain't there. So she's like, yeah, I could just get wild. So she's in another man's hotel room with the co-star of the movie. Diddy was in Miami. She was in South Africa. They don't talk about that though, right? I just don't think that they could put all these people on the stand. Like this dude has a criminal. Like some of the sex workers that they were gonna put on the stand, if they do that, they know they really perjured themselves. One of the sex workers is in jail or spent time beat a woman half to death while he was on drugs. And what they want to do, put him on the stand and say Diddy gave him to him. It's like, come on, man, y'all doing way too much in this case. Right here is definite proof of how bad y'all have failed. I think Diddy should be awarded a mistrial on Monday. I think by Monday, based on this here, because it's perjury. One, I mean, there's so many grounds. No, in my personal opinion, I think the federal government was already going to do this case on Diddy, had her go into this whole thing, negotiation with Diddy. They let her get her money first. And once Diddy settled with her on the case, uh, Cassie Ventura is somebody who is now got the money, and now she's got her boyfriend slash plaything who can't satisfy her, who's supposed to be a businessman, had a failing gym. She had to bankroll it. Just because you have a business, don't make you a businessman, homeboy. Just because you got a fitness center, don't make you right. It don't make you a businessman. Yep. No. When things get done, they get done or they don't. There is no wiggle room. There is no plan B. There is no plan C. You either doing it right or you're not doing it at all. I remember Diddy was driving and going live, and they got pulled over by the cops.
Got pulled over by the cops. Hey, yo, for real, the cops got the black man. I'm like, shit ain't even funny. Cops got me stressed out. I'm like, oh God, please, officer, please. Yeah, we just got pulled over by the cops. Hey, yo, for real, the cops got the black man. I'm like, shit ain't even funny. Cops got me stressed out. I'm like, oh God, please, officer, please. Yeah, we just got pulled over by the cops. Hey, yo, for real, the cops.
So, as I'm trying to tell y'all, man, be on your ones and twos, be your threes and fours, because right now this thing should be knocked out the park. The only thing they could talk about is that $20,000. Right. If they go into the $20,000 that the mom said, they have to go in there and refute that. They didn't even want to go back and forth with the mom. They didn't want to cross examine the mother. Get her off the stand as quickly as possible and just leave her and get her off the stand. No. Uh, no. Not to say the least. They trying to sabotage my channel right now. Hold on. I think they didn't did it. What the hell is this? Oh, they can cut this off. Look at that. I got green screen on a cell phone. Go ahead, Diddy. Diddy, Mistrial, the album. Y'all gonna download that. Forget what you talking about. Diddy dropped that album, Mistrial. Y'all gonna be right there. Mistrial. Featuring Sean Diddy Combs. Yeah, take that. They knew that they was liking my linens. None of them was really on my women. I did what I wanted to just please me. Even if they had to drink some pee-pee. Being with Diddy, it ain't easy. Lifestyle is jiggy. Everybody see me. Night out shades. I'm not guilty. Only traffic I get in is in my Bentley. Yeah, it's a mistrial. Now get my jet back now. Yeah, it's a mistrial. Get my jet back now. Get my jet back now. Hey. Oh, man. Yeah, let me cut that thing off. Oh, man, this is crazy. So, defense, I hope you're recording this. I mean, prosecution. Y'all said y'all recording the live streams. Are you recording me? Make sure you got my Versace shades watching you. You should do a better job. All 5 of you white women sitting up in there missed this blatant disregard for the law. Y'all sitting in here, y'all in the wrong profession. Y'all should be in the profession with, what's her name? Gloria Alford and her daughter, Lisa Bloom. You need to be in a profession. Y'all should be doing that. Because prosecution ain't for y'all. And Maureen, living off your daddy fame, this ain't for you, baby girl. Don't worry, no, I know. Hey, I ain't coming to New York. Y'all already let me know. I ain't crossing the state lines. Y'all done already shown me what y'all think about black men who are very opinionated. Oh no, I'm staying right here. Y'all want to take down the black man and make him look like he nothing? I'm good over here. Y'all keep that on that side. Anyway, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease.